Alright guys, come on in and look closer. Alright guys, I want to do a month review on this Moultrie XV-6000. This is the model that's Academy and Bass Pro Shop and all those guys are selling for $99 right now. This is a cell camera, and like I said again, it's made by Moultrie. I had bad experience with Spy Point, so I was looking for another cell camera to go to, and a guy in the club here, he has he had one of them, and he showed us the pictures that Moultrie camera sent, and they was all nice and clear and crisp, and they wasn't instant, but he's got to get pictures from his food plot. Like if you walked on his food plot, he would call you and say, "Hey, what you doing on my food plot?" That cut type quick. But like I said, I've had this camera a month, and I've had it sitting out on various food plots with different signal strength. And I had it in one place, and it didn't show any signal at all on the app that's on your phone. But it did still send me one picture every day. I had it on, you know, just every occurrence. But I moved it because I thought it'd be better to move it to a place that did have some signal. And I moved it to a place like the food plot I got called the 40. And you talking about working great. This thing sent out, you know, pictures and pictures. And if anything walked in front of it, you got a picture of it. And I was confident of that. But with the Spy Point, I would have to put a camera under the camera just to check and see what deers that camera missed. But like I said, this is the 6000, and if we just open it, you can see here in the inside of it, it takes 12 batteries. That's the only thing that I've seen that I didn't really care for, but you know, it is what it is. So 12 batteries, and like I said, I've had it out probably a month, and it's only down to like 97% on the battery. So battery life is real good on that. But if you look in here, you see really nothing. The actual controls of that camera is right here on the side here. Let me zoom you in so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, you got your slot for your SD card. The on off switch is right here at the bottom. Then you got a button up here called connect and status. Then you got a format SD card button right here. Then you got the lights that come on, signal strength, the battery, the SD card light, and this one says server. The thing about this camera, the only problem I had when I started setting it up was when you put an SD card in this camera, you have to format the SD card in the camera. You cannot just format it on your computer and think that's good enough. It won't send you pictures. So make sure when you put the SD card in the camera, you turn it on, you let all the lights blink and do whatever they're going to do, and when they go off, you hit and hold this format SD card button until the SD card light blinks. I believe it's a server light that's blinking, but you must format the card inside the camera. That's the only thing that I had problems with. But once I figured that out and did test pictures, I mean, they start coming in like clockwork. So that's pretty much all this in this camera right here. Like I said, it's it's just all the cellular stuff is inside, sealed. You can't go and tamper with it, that type stuff. So but once you turn it on, let me zoom you back in so you can see these lights. Once you turn it on, these lights start blinking and start trying to get the signal strength. and it takes probably a minute or two at the most. Of course, if you're in the woods, you're not going to get a super solid signal strength. So you just let it do what it do. And with the spy point on this food plot right here, it didn't get a signal at all. So I'm hopefully, and by the way, this is a Verizon camera. They got the AT&T and the Verizon like all other cell cameras. Hopefully it gets some kind of signal. If it get one bar, it's going to send you pictures. So it's starting to blink. The signal and the server lights are blinking, and now they stopped. It's with the signal, it says a yellow, and that yellow means it's got some kind of signal, but not that great of a signal. If it turned green, that means you got real good signal, and red is no signal. So it'll sit there like that for a second. I guess it's talking to the server, and when it gets done doing that, all the lights will go off, and that's when I normally close it. See, all the lights just went off, and that's ready to go. Once I get home, I will show you guys the app and how to use the app and see what the pictures actually look like. So right now we're just going to close this up, and I do have a little chain here I'm going to put around it just for nobody will take it home with them. So once we do that, and like I said, when I get home I will show you the app. Alright, I got the app open up for the Moultrie Cellular camera. At the top you can see where it says sort, and it's got a little squares and a bell and a select. If you hit those little squares, it changes the view of how you can see the pictures. If you just tap it, like I said, it just shows the thumbnails a little bit bigger. You tap it again, it shows them a little bit bigger. So you can, different ways of looking at the actual pictures. If you hit the sort button next to that, you can sort the pictures to, the newest, the oldest, and that type thing. And if you hit the little symbol beside it to the left of it, this is where you can filter out different pictures. You can, like I said, if you hit the smart tag, you can just bring up the bucks if you want to, the pictures of the bucks or pictures of vehicles, that type thing. You can change, you can get the ones for the time of the day. You can actually say, I want pictures between 12 and 2 o'clock, and they show all the pictures from that time. Like I said, you could do the moon phase, temperature, all that good stuff. So it's a lot of different filters you can get to show up different pictures whenever you want to filter out different pictures. But going back to the front screen, you can hit the select button, and you can select different pictures that you might want to. At the bottom here, it's got HD, then it's got a tag symbol, and the trash can where you can delete those pictures that you selected and go to the next ones if you want to. So let's get back to the front screen here. At the very bottom, you see where it says gallery and accounts and that type thing. So if you hit the account button, this way you can go in and manage different cameras. If I hit manage devices, you can see I only got one camera, and it just shows the SIM card numbers and what kind of camera it is. And in this place, you can activate the camera up here on the right hand side if you put in a new camera on your plan. So if we go back, like I said, if you look at this list here, it's got notifications. On notifications, you can set it up where you can just get notifications of different events like low camera, batteries, and that type thing. And then at the bottom here, it has where it's bucks or does. You can get where it just send you notification if a buck comes in front of the camera, or a doe or turkey, that type thing. So, I mean, that helps out a lot, because if you check all those, if you got a high deer density, you get notifications all the time. So I got it where it just says bucks and people or vehicles show up on my food plots. Like I said, and you got different stuff like your credit card history and your profile and all that good stuff. But down at the very bottom, again, where it says map here in the middle at the very bottom, you can hit that. You can map where you got your camera set up. Like I say, if you tap on that little red deal there, it'll show what camera is where when you on the map. So I don't want to do that anymore. Then if you go to the next one, it says devices, it shows the status of your camera. Like say if you had 2 or 3 cameras, it'll show 2 or 3 cameras, but I only have one. So here it shows I got 2 bars on my signal, and my battery life is, as you can see that, and the SD card, how much is SD card is taken up already. At the bottom of that, you got settings. You can hit settings, and you can go in and set the camera to take, how many pictures you wanted to upload a day, the shots, the resolution, the delay and all that good stuff on the camera. In the details, you can hit that, and it shows you the details of what that camera is. Like my modem battery is at 57%, and like I said, guys, this camera been out there probably right now going on 3 months, and it's only down not even 50% yet. The signal strength, you can see, is at 37%, and I had, like I said, I had the spy point on this same food plot, almost in the same location I got this camera, and it didn't have any signal. It wouldn't work at all on this food plot. But as you can see, it just shows you the rest of what the details of that camera. And if you go here to the plan, you can see where you can change plans. I won't show you just what kind of plans they got real quickly. Okay, here it's got the first one where you can put different, you've got 4 or 5 different cameras, cellular cameras from Moultrie. You could put them here on this Pro Series unlimited plan, and that's probably the best if you got multiple cameras. As you can see that the price on that, and it's got unlimited. Then it's got the large 1500 and 1000 and 100 image plan. Right now I'm using the 1000 image plan. That's $8.99 a month, and that's working out for me because I haven't even reached 1,000 pictures each month yet, and I got a lot of deers coming across in front of this camera. So that's pretty much it on that. Like I said, this last button at the bottom, it says support. If you hit it, you can ask different kind of questions and all that kind of stuff to Moultrie direct. But like I said, I like this camera. This camera has been working well for me. But like any camera, and people get them in different areas, they're going to work differently for other people. But for me, this camera's been working out real great. And like I said, I've had it in like 3 different places, and it has worked in every place I've put it so far. And like I said, with the spy point, I put the same spy point in the same locations, and it didn't work in half of them. But this camera's been working well for me. So guys, like I said, this camera is $99 at most places. You could probably even find them a little cheaper, but I will put one of these cameras in the description from Amazon, my affiliate link, if you guys want to pick up one. But like I said, for this camera, it has worked best for me out of the 2 cellular cameras I've used. I've never used any other cameras, so I can't say about those cameras. But this camera tops by point by fivefold, at least fivefold. So, all right, guys, make sure you go out and get you one of these cameras, and hopefully it works for you. It has worked for me. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm out of here.